Not every day we see how a car ends up in space, but that is exactly what happened in February 2018 with the first launch of the Falcon Heavy. On board was a Tesla Roadster and a mannequin nicknamed Starman, conceived as a burden of proof of the mission. The striking thing is that this was not a simple one-time experiment, but an object that has followed its trajectory around the sun and has regained attention for reasons that go beyond the initial show. Before continuing, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and give like to this video, so you can be aware of more fascinating content about space and technology. Don't miss it. What SpaceX sent into space that day was not just a car floating aimlessly, but a technical set designed to validate the rocket's behavior. The mission included the upper stage, the vehicle itself, and the Starman mannequin, and ended up placing them in a heliocentric orbit after a final maneuver outside of Earth's gravity. According to NASA, that elliptical trajectory causes the object to move between distances comparable to Earth and Mars orbits. This represents a significant advance in space exploration and understanding of how artificial objects interact with space. The story took an unexpected turn in January 2025. The Minor Planet Center of the International Astronomical Union announced the discovery of a new near-Earth object, identified as 2018 CN41. However, the correction came just a day later, revealing that it was the same car launched years ago. This episode is not just a curious anecdote. It also gives us clues about how the surveillance of the sky works. Systems that track near-Earth objects work by comparing trajectories and observations to identify possible asteroids or comets, which helps to understand the complexity of space. If we want to land history in the present, the question is inevitable. Where is that car right now? At the time of writing this article, whereisroadster.com placed the object about 284 million kilometers from Earth, about 214 million kilometers away from Mars, and about 229 million kilometers off the Sun. An important clarification should be made here. We are not seeing the car in real time. The position offered by tools such as this one is based on orbital models constructed from data collected after launch and subsequent calculations, not on continuous direct observations. If we look back and forward, his trajectory also leaves some interesting milestones. In 2020, for example, he made an approach to Mars, passing about 5 million miles from the planet. And it will not be the last. New encounters are expected in the next decades. From there, what remains is the terrain of probabilities and very long-term scenarios. Some studies have tried to calculate what could happen to the object in millions of years, including the possibility of collisions with Earth, Venus, or even the Sun, although with low odds. However, long-term predictions could be diverted by hard-to-model factors, such as thermal radiation or possible uncharacterized degasification accelerations, leaving their final destination open. What do you think will happen to Tesla Roadster in the future?